Good morning, children. Welcome to English class. Did you read the lesson that I had taught on Monday? Let me ask a question. Okay. See, what do you mean by the two-headed Janus? Or what did you understand from the two-headed Janus? And why it is referred here? Okay. Why it is referred here? The two-headed Janus means Janus having two heads. And this Janus was the Roman god who was supposed to preside over gates and doorways. And he's always depicted with two heads looking into opposite direction, one smiling and the other frowning. Okay, and this Janus is referred here to give the idea that nature creates two different types of men with different outlooks. Okay, one happy and the other sad. And who is Nestor? And why is he referred? Who is Nestor and why is he referred here? Okay, the here means the part that we have learned in the previous class. Okay, so in Greek mythology, Nestor was the king of Pylos and he was one of the greatest leaders of Trojan War. And he was so grave or serious that if he laughed at a joke, it meant that the joke was actually laughable or funny. And he is referred here in the here as symbolic of seriousness and gravity. Okay. So I hope you had gone through that part and you understood. Okay. So every day you have to read at home. Now, take your textbook, page number 6. Page number 6, the top of the page. Okay. So though Nestor swear the just be laughable. That's where we have stopped. Enter Bassanio, Lorenzo, and Gratian. Salanio. Here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman, Gratiano and Lorenzo. Very well, we leave you now with better company. So Salanio tells Antonio that here comes Bassanio, your most noble kinsman. So kin means relative. Okay, so he is, or Bassanio is the best friend of Antonio. So Salanio tells Antonio that his best friend or relative, kinsman. Okay, so Bassanio is considered to be his kinsman. Kinsman, Gratiano, and Lorenzo. So these three have come there when Salarino, and Antonio were talking. We leave you now with better company. So Salanio and Salarino want to leave. So he tells Antonio that they are leaving Antonio in their company. Okay. So what they meant is that if there was no one, they would not have left Antonio alone. You know the reason, because Antonio is sad. Salarino, I would have stayed till I had made you merry, if worthier friends had not prevented me. So Salarino says that he would have stayed till he had made Antonio merry. That means even now also Antonio is in a sad condition, or he is in a sad mood. So Salarino tells Antonio that he would not have left him, or he would have stayed there till he could make him happy. But if worthy friends had not prevented me, that means just because Bassanio, Lorenzo, and Graciano had come there, he is leaving Antonio. This is what Salarino tells. Otherwise, he would not have left Antonio there. Antonio, your worth is very dear in my regard. I take it. Your own business calls on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart. Okay, see what Antonio tells. In the text, it's given you. Correct it as your. Okay, your. Your worth is very dear in my regard. So Antonio tells that I have a great love for you. Okay, that means when they tell that your better friends had come there, had come here, Antonio replies that okay, he loves them also. Okay, your worth is very dear in my regard. I have a deep love towards you, or I have a deep regard for you. So Antonio has got a deep regard for Salarino and Salarino. I take it. So he says that I think your own business calls on you. So Antonio tells, I know why you are leaving, because just because of your own business affairs. I take it your own business calls on you, and you embrace the occasion to depart. So they are making use of this opportunity to go from there. So Antonio says that it is their own business affairs which make them, or which call them away, and that's why they are going away from that place. Salarino. Good morrow, my good lord. Now, Salarino okay. Good morrow, my good lord. So Salarino greets Bassanio. Good morrow. And then Bassanio replies, good signors, good gentlemen, both good gentlemen. When shall we laugh? Okay, so Bassanio asks Salarino and Salanio, when shall we laugh? What does it mean? When shall we laugh? That means, when shall we have a merry time? Okay, or when shall we have a time of merriment? Okay, that's what Bassanio asks. And then what does he say next? You grow exceeding strange. Must it be so? So Bassanio tells them that they have become like strangers to him. Okay, so if friends do not meet often, and if they do not talk for a long time, what happens? They feel as if they are strangers. So that's why Bassanio tells that they have become like strangers. So they have to meet together and have a good time, spending together, a party time. You grow exceeding strange. Must it be so? So he says, is it necessary to be so? That means they have to meet and have a merriment or a party time, spending time together and have fun. Okay. Salarino. We'll make our leisure to attend on yours. So Salarino promises that, okay, we'll make our leisure, or they will find, leisure time means free time. Okay, they will find leisure time to speak to Bassanio. We'll make our leisures to attend on yours. So, see, in this part, somewhat spendthrift part of Bassanio's character is revealed here. You know, he loves partying and having fun, okay, and merriment. And finally, he ends up in debt, and he borrows money and spend, okay, and he is fond of partying. So that is showed here in this part. That's what he tells. Okay, when shall we laugh? Or that means, when shall we meet and have a time of merriment? Now, Salarino will make our leisures to attend on yours. And saying that, that means Salarino tells that they will find time to speak to Bassanio, saying that they go from the stage, they go or they depart from that place, Salarino and Salanio. Okay. Now, Lorenzo. My lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio, we too will leave you. But at dinner time, I pray you, have in mind where we must meet. Okay. So Lorenzo tells Bassanio, okay, my lord Bassanio, since you have found Antonio. So Bassanio and Antonio are very close, thick friends, okay. So Lorenzo says that, or Lorenzo tells Bassanio, since Bassanio has found Antonio, they are also, or Lorenzo also wants to leave him. But at dinner time, I pray you. But they are going to meet at dinner time. Okay. I pray you, I request you, have in mind where we must meet. Okay. So this is what Lorenzo tells Bassanio, that he has to, or Bassanio has to remember where they will meet again at dinner time. Okay. Now Bassanio promises, I will not fail you. Okay. So Bassanio promises that he will be there at the dinner time, or he will not fail to be there. That means surely he will be there at the dinner time. Okay. And then Gratiano now speaks. What does Gratiano say? You look not well, Signor Antonio. You have too much respect upon the world. They lose it that do buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelously changed. So now Gratiano speaks to Antonio and tells that, sir, you look not well. Okay, you look not well. That means looking at Antonio, Gratiano understands that he is very sad, or Antonio is looking very sad. That's why Gratiano tells, you look not well, Signor Antonio. you have too much respect upon the world. Okay, so what Graciano feels, he tells. He tells that, okay, you are burdened, or you are too much burdened with the worldly affairs. Okay, so you have too much respect upon the world means you are burdened with worldly affairs. Okay, you have too much respect upon the world. Okay, and they lose it that do by it with much care. So Graciano tells about the people who are burdened with worldly affairs. Okay, what does he say? He says that people lose everything. People lose everything when they do not enjoy their wealth. Okay, some people only thinking of um, amassing wealth, but they don't spend even a little. So that's why Graciano says those people lose everything when they do not enjoy their wealth and happiness. That means they will only thinking of making money. Okay, how to make money, more and more and more money. Okay, so those people will not have any happiness. That's what Graciano tells. They lose it that do buy it with much care. Believe me, you are marvelously changed. So Graciano looks at Antonio and says, see, believe me, you are strangely changed. Okay, you have got a great change. You are strangely changed. Antonio, I hold the world, but as the world. Graciano. So Antonio replies that I hold the world, but as the world. So Antonio replies to Graciano that he regards this world as what? As a stage where every man must play a part, and mine a sad one. So this is what Antonio tells. So Antonio replies to Graciano that he considered, okay, he considered, I hold the world. That means Antonio consider this world as what? As a stage where every man must play a part. So this life, okay, this world is a stage, and every person has got his part, just like a drama. Okay, in a drama, a lot of character, maybe some characters will be there, and they have a part to play. So he says that this world is a stage, or he considered, who considers? Antonio considers this world as a stage where every man has got a part, and he believes that his part is a sad one. Okay, or we can say that his part is a tragic role, or his role is a tragic role. This is what Antonio tells Graciano. I hold the world, but as the world, Graciano, a stage where every man must play a part, and mine a sad one. Okay, in another play, that is As You Like It, written by Shakespeare, and that is also a comedy. Before this play, it was prescribed for the 10th standard, and that in that play also Shakespeare has told that, or has referred, okay, this world as a stage, and man has man's role, okay, like a part in a drama, and his stage, his life has got 7 stages. All these uh, are there in that play. So he says that this world is a stage, and we are like actors acting our part. Okay. Now Graciano. Now what does Graciano reply? Let me play the fool. With mirth and laughter, let old wrinkles come, and let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. So Graciano says, let me play the fool. So Graciano does not want to play a sad role. He says, let me play the fool. Let me play the part of a fool. Fool means jester or a clown. Clown or a jester, we say, or a joker. Okay, so Graciano says that he wants to play, or he like to play the role of a fool, that is a jester. With mirth and laughter, let old wrinkles come. So he likes to be happy all the time, or he wants to be mirthful. Okay, so he says that let mirth and laughter, okay, let there be joy and laughter, let old wrinkles come. So let there be joy and laughter till the wrinkles come on my face. That's what Graciano tells. Graciano doesn't want to play the role of a sad person, or he doesn't like the tragic role. He likes to play a comic role. So that's what he says. He wants to be happy and laugh till the wrinkles come on his face. And then he says, and let my liver rather heat with wine. Let my liver rather heat with wine than my heart cool with mortifying groans. Okay, so he says that he wants to heat his body with wine rather than cool his spirit with mortifying groans. Mortifying means painful, or mortality, that means death. Okay, so mournful, or we can say death causing groans. So you might have heard a saying, a merry heart worketh like a medicine. That means if you are happy, you will be healthy, and if you have some sort of sadness, and then health wise also, okay, it that affects you, and you will be ill very soon. Okay, that means you should be happy. Okay, so that's what here Graciano tells. He does not want to play a tragic role. He wants to become, or he wants to be happy and mirthful always, and he wants to uh, heat his liver with, okay, wine rather than cool with mortifying, death causing groans, painful groans. Why should a man whose blood is warm within sit like his grandsire cut in alabaster? So he asks, why should a man? Now, why Graciano says like this? Because Antonio is looking very sad. So that's why he asks, why should a man whose blood is warm within, that means a young man whose blood is warm always, and that man, why should he sit like a grandsire, his grandsire? Sire means father, grandsire, grandfather. So he asks that why a young man whose blood is warm should sit like a grandfather cut in alabaster. Alabaster is a white stone, okay, or we can say marble. So here it means the statue. Grandsire cut in alabaster means just like a statue of a grandfather. That means not at all cheerful. Okay, so what he means to say is that Antonio should not be like this. He should be mirthful, or he should be happy. He should not sit sad like this, or like a statue made of marble. That's what. Sit like his grandsire, cut in alabaster. Okay, and then sleep when he wakes and creep into the jaundice. Okay, so the grandfather sleep when he wakes. Okay, so sleepy grandfathers, or some, and if you have your great grandfather or great grandmother with you, or if you have seen them or spent time with them, you know that, okay, how they are. Okay, they will be sleepy in waking hours. When you, okay, in the daytime they'll be very sleepy and creep into, and in the sleeping hours they'll be awake. Is it? Sometimes when you are sleeping, they will get up and ask for, oh, where are my spectacles? They will like go on searching for those things. Okay, so so old people are like that. That's why he says, okay, um, young men should not sit like a statue cut in alabaster, and then sleep when he wakes and creep into jaundice. Okay, so what happens if a person is sad? That leads to jaundice. Okay, or the Elizabethans, they believed that, okay, bad temper, or okay, if a person is ill tempered, that leads to jaundice. Okay, that person will be caught hold of jaundice very soon. That's what Gratiano tells here. Okay, by being sleep when he wakes and creep into the jaundice by being peevish. Okay, peevish, ill-tempered. So if a person is ill-tempered, annoyed, irritated all the time, soon he will become ill. Okay, so that's why he says he will become, or he will catch jaundice due to his bad temper or annoyance. And then I tell thee what, Antonio. So he says, Antonio, I tell thee what, Antonio, I love thee. So Gratiana tells, see, Antonio, why I'm telling you is because I love you. Okay, so Gratiano tells Antonio that why he tells this, because he loves him. And it is my love that speaks. So why Gratiano tells all this is his love. His love only makes him tell all this to Antonio. There are a sort of men whose visages do cream and mantle like a standing pond. Okay, so now Gratiano tells about a kind of men. Okay, there are a kind of men, sort of men, whose visages means whose faces do cream and mantle. Do cream and mantle means, okay, you might have watched when you keep a glass of boiled milk for some time, what happens? There will be cream on the top. So just like cream forming on the milk, and mantle like a standing pond. Okay, if you have washed a pond, that means not flowing, the water won't flow, it is stagnant. Okay, so on the surface you may find this mantle, that is slime. Okay, slime, or that is covered with slime, a greenish thing, that's what slime. So he says that there are a certain type of men whose face do cream and mantle like a standing pond, and do a willful stillness entertain. You know, they just like a standing pond has got what? slime and other things on the surface, these people will pose to have or assume a deliberate pause of silence. Okay, they always look very serious. Okay, and do a willful stillness entertain. They also assume a deliberate pause of silence with purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit. Okay, so why do they pause like this? Why do they pause to be so serious? Okay, and why? With a purpose to be dressed in an opinion. So they want others to think themselves or them as what? A serious person, or the persons having reputation for wisdom, or they are wise people. So why they want to put on a show of uh, gravity? Because they want other people to think that they are wise. Okay, with the purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity means seriousness, and profound conceit. That means profound thought, always thinking about the wise people, about always thinking like wise people. And who should say, I'm Sir Oracle? And when I open my lips, let no dog bark. So this is what they think. Whatever they say is like, I'm Sir Oracle. That means, see, Oracle means something that comes direct from God. Okay. So this is what they think. When they speak, let no dog bark. That means nobody should interrupt. Nobody should open their lips and interrupt. Everyone should accept with respect whatever these people tell. So that's what these people expect others to do. Okay, with a purpose to be dressed in an opinion of wisdom, gravity, profound conceit. And who should say, I am Sir Oracle? And when I open my lips, let no dog bark. Okay, so I'm going to stop here. Please read at home. Okay, so let no dog bark. That means no one should interrupt while he is speaking. No one should interrupt. Now, do cream and mantle like a standing pool. What did you understand from that? Graciano says that certain men allow a grave look to form on their faces, like that of cream forming on the top of the milk, or a green covering the slime on the top of a still water. Okay, so that's what it means. And willful stillness entertain, what does it mean? Some people assume deliberately a pause of silence. Okay, so see the left side, the text. Okay, the dialogues are given, and the right side in prose the meaning is given. Please read both the sides, the left side and the right side, then you will understand clearly. Okay children, read at home. Okay, bye till we see in the next class.